I'm Reverend Nancy Woods from Center for Spiritual Living in Granada Hills, and welcome to this evening Get Real and Heal meditation service. And to give Reverend Mike some relief, I have stepped up to do this because I think it's already divine experience to meditate with others. So usually I'm at home on my couch doing it with him. So this time I'm here in front of you. So let's get started. And we start always at this church, what we call a call to service, lighting the flames of faith. Now we will perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people, all faiths, all sentient beings come from one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all experience, which we honor here today. We lit the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We lit the second candle for the shamanic tradition, honoring the beliefs and practice of all indigenous people in the way of primal spirituality. We lit the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by the sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. And we light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light the 10th candle for those who are as yet unaware of spirit in their lives and for the space we are holding for them here at the center. And we lit the healing candle. So please put silently into the light the names of anyone and that you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's love, and all those that are reaching for a greater experience or are being challenged by the pandemic experience. We place them in this light of healing and know that each and every soul that is reaching for that is blessed with the awareness and the consciousness of healing.
I'm thankful, so grateful. I'm one with the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I surrender, I surrender. I'm one with the Spirit all around me. I surrender, I surrender. I trust in God.
Yes, we surrender to that presence. Surrender to this moment. Surrender to the idea and the understanding that the spiritual presence of life is truly the essence of what has been expressed and experienced in this moment by myself and all those out in the audience of this service, knowing that each one of us is embracing this idea and surrendering to the idea that we know that we are the divine presence in expression. We are living a life that is recognizing and embracing this idea. And from this moment forward, just start from this moment forward, this awareness that we are living comes forth as the life that we are expressing. It is vividly demonstrated in every act, every word, every thought, and everything that is done. And as we let go and let that truth be what is being experienced, we welcome this opportunity to bathe in that understanding, to bathe in that awareness, and know that as we do so, we not only bless ourselves, but we bless everyone out and from us and around us, and that those that come into our minds come into a mind that is peaceful, able to rest in that awareness that this is peace, this is harmony. And as we know this energy, we are able to say yes, yes, yes. I truly appreciate being who and what I am. And I love knowing this, knowing that I am a way it means for peace to manifest itself, for love to flow into manifestation, for the joy and compassion of life to give of itself to all in my experience as well as to myself. All of this is acted upon by this wondrous law of being, this law of knowing the truth, this law that fills the word, the law that says, yes, I am that I am. And we wonderfully embrace this consciousness and invite everyone to know these truths with me as we let it be so, and we say together, and so it is. Amen. It is a wonderful day for me, because I think any day that I'm able to experience an opportunity to even focus with others on the idea of God or of the divine presence, it always makes it wonderful. And right now, I feel like this is a wonderful moment. This is a great moment. And as I was thinking about going into this meditation tonight, I was thinking about it from the place of something in me saying peace, peace, peace. Not just peace, but humble, as being humble as well as being acceptance of the power and the greatness, as well as being able to truly feel that sense of compassion. And I feel the compassion for as myself being the symbol of all those that are before me, because I know this oneness. So as I pour forth this compassion, I feel like it's experienced everywhere. So I wanted to share this. I read this. This is 365 Days by A Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. And I love it. This is probably about the 5th copy that is falling apart on me. But I keep doing that. And every time I go over it, it just feels good to start my day with this. And so yesterday, I thought that that what I read was just right where I am, right where I feel like I am right now, and that it kind of fits with where I wanted to go today. And it says, I am at home in the universe, and all mine is thine, and thine are mine. that I am glorified in them. And that's John 17:10. And he goes on to say, this meditation may be considered an all-inclusive prayer because it includes ourselves and others. It is truly doing unto others that which we would like them to do unto us. And it establishes a unity between ourselves and those around us, a feeling that we are some part of the kingdom of good. This all-inclusive prayer, then, is one that expands our consciousness of the true self and at the same time blesses all others. Believing that there is a divine presence closer to me than my very breath, that I live in the perfect spirit, that the God around and the God within me is one God, I say, my Father, which art in heaven, within me, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come now, and I accept it. And looking about me, I say to all people, your Father, which is in your heaven, within you, hallowed be his name, for you are one with him forever. There is one life. That life is God. That life is perfect. That life is your life now. Looking upon the circumstances that surrounds me, I bless them, even as Jesus blessed the bread and broke it, even as the loaves and fishes multiplied in the outstretched and upturned hand of his love. So I know that everything in my experience that is good is multiplied and increased. All this love, yeah. Even as I feel the increase pressing into my own experience, I give it out that it may feed and bless and multiply the good of others who are some part of me, because God is in them, in me, and we are in each other. Those words are so beautiful. And it's homes. And when I look at that, I look at the idea that I feel like in the current atmosphere that we are living or experience, that freedom from fear is being requested. Freedom from anger is being requested. Freedom from the weight of judgment is being requested. So, feeling like when I experience this, these are the freedoms that I am finding myself praying for, meditating on, and having a couple of incidents that encourages me to do it. Now, I kind of tested myself a little bit. I looked at the news this afternoon for about 2 hours when they were having an incident in Washington, and I was sitting there and saying, and trying Dr. Parker's thing and saying, not a word of it is true. And I was thinking, it's kind of hard to do that when you're looking at live people on television. So I really found myself having it on, closing my eyes, and making the statement to myself. And I realized that as I went on, I said, okay, I think it's enough practice now and let me move away from this kind of consciousness. Because when I counted off, one of the things that first came up to me and said, okay, so I experienced this, and this is coming at a time when I am looking at myself and telling myself that I need to be I want to be more compassionate, less angry. Let go of being angry. There's nothing for me to be angry about. There's nothing for me to fear. And that actually isn't. There's nothing for me to be angry about. There's nothing for me to fear. And I am willing to be compassionate and loving to myself and those in my experience. But also, I really grasp the idea a little stronger that we have the ability, us, you and I, we have the ability to affect our environment. And I talked about this on the talk Sunday, and I really see that as something that that is quite significant for us right now. And what I'm thinking is that freeing ourselves to see the divine presence in absolutely everybody. And I found out the more I just reconciled that that's within me, the easier it is to see and believe that about everybody. So I'm working with this idea within myself, and I think that what I'm finding is that letting go of the little judgments about myself, kind of releasing them, and starting with the current moment, kind of living in this moment, I can feel a sense of strength in my awareness and understanding and compassion for the people in my experience. And I really, really feel like everybody is the divine presence. And I'm on this journey to see that. I'm on this journey to embrace that. And how that's going to totally manifest, and how that's supposed to look, and how I'm supposed to experience that, what I have, and instead of this preconceived idea of seeing it according to how I'm experiencing life, I'm freeing myself from that so that I would be willing to see the other person where they are and still see the divine presence, no matter where it is or how it is. By freeing that they should be like I am, or way I see peace, and where I should see they should be not. All these things that I feel like me letting go of, and I'm sensing from. So by me letting go of, I'm sensing a lot of it from society. I am really kind of playing I don't want to say the advocate. I'm really working with the idea of seeing myself in the other person, and then seeing God out there. We're going to allow that person to be just as they are. And I know that seems, sometimes it seems so big and so challenging sometimes. But it's all God. And this good, and this God, and this good in this universe is available. And I can use it, and so can everybody else. How that's supposed to show up, I have to know that it's showing up as it's supposed to be showing up right now. And I will focus on how I desire to experience it more and more in this moment, from this moment forward. I desire to see the love. I see the beauty, see the joy, and experience the good, and to understand and this awareness. And I think that when I read this thing, one of the sentences that I found was really powerful. When you read a sentence and it says, "And looking about me, I say to all people, your Father, which is in your heaven, within you, hallowed be his name." And I know that there are some people that are gender sensitive. So is your spiritual presence, which is your heaven within you, hallowed be its name, for you are one with them forevermore. There is one life. That life is God. That life is perfect. That life is your life now. It's my life and it's your life. Just think about that. How powerful that statement is. How significant it is to know and to understand that. To have this as the foundation out of which we deal with the day, the moment. And this moment is the most important moment is. That which has gone before has already been thought, so we can just let that go. And move forward from this moment and face what we are experiencing with the awareness of where we want to go, what we want to experience, with clarity, and know that the health and wholeness that we are seeking to embrace, the energy and the love that we're seeking to embrace, the joy and the peace that we're seeking to embrace, what that would be like, what that is like for us right now. Just feel like where it is to live in this understanding and awareness, and just feel this present. It is so strong and it's so powerful. It is able, and knowing that we're sitting in this that can do all things, and we are in the driver's seat. We're driving it. And so as we focus on this meditation tonight, I thought it would be nice to focus on driving, since we are the drivers. Focus on whatever topic that's significant up for you. Maybe it is compassion. Maybe it is being peaceful and harmonious. Maybe it is being joyful and loving. Maybe it is being abundant or prosperous. Maybe it is in feeling healthy and strong and flexible and energetic. Maybe whatever it is that you are willing to go, we're just going to know that we are in this driving seat. So we willingly are going to release the idea. The driver's part for us is the direction. So we're going to make a side. We're going to decide it as we go into. And then we're going to sit back and just let this beingness of life soar in our consciousness as it takes us into that awareness in a greater, more dynamic way than we've ever been before. So, first I want you to just kind of relax and get comfortable. And I like to have my back supported when I'm sitting and meditating. And I like having my feet flat on the floor. But I also like to make sure I'm wiggle enough to know that I've gotten the most comfortable position. So we're going to do that. And I love the idea, as Reverend Mike was saying, take a deep breath and breathe it in. And just release it. And as you release it, let your shoulders relax. Your knees and legs are already relaxed. And take one more breath. And just let it go. and you feel like your hips have just relaxed. And your breath comes with ease and grace. And just kind of go within on this next breath. Just follow your breath in all the way down to your heart. Then let it go. And as you breathe in this next time, breathe in the acceptance of the divine. Let it go and surrender to his presence within. So, in this state of relaxation, just allow our consciousness to come into that center in our heart that we had just focused on. And as we focus on the desire that we found there, and see what it was, see what it was, see what that desire is. Is it peace? Is it love? Is it joy? Is it harmony? Is it power? Is it abundance? Is it prosperity? Is it awareness? Whatever it is, just focus on the wisdom, intelligence, and the divine presence. Because we know it is not about out there, it's within here. So our heart is filled. This love, this energy of love is able to do all things. It can create and bring forth all this that we're talking about. Because this is, we're living within this law that is saying yes. We're living right in the middle of it. So breathe in it. Feel in your heart where you want to focus. Allow this total relaxation of being as we have stepped into the driver's seat by knowing what is in our hearts and knowing what we wanted to experience, knowing where we want to go and to what be, releasing all that is out there, everyone, every place, everything, and just sit back and allow this presence, this all-knowing power, to spring forth, to be in charge. So, let it go. Let it be. Be still. Be still. Be still. Be still. So as we gently come back to this state of knowing, we come back with the idea and understanding and awareness of the now. This most powerful moment that there is. And as we recognize this moment as the new beginning, the new moment of expression. Oh, the greatness of God, the spirit of life, the energy of being. That which is around us, then is through us and as us. Falls into place, and the harmony of being becomes a glorious experience in this moment. Because I recognize and understand that this wondrous presence of life, this which created all things, this nothingness that is everything that there is. And as it comes forth into manifestation, it comes forth to fulfill the words as the molds, the consciousness and the awareness and the focus as the words that are being expressed. So the words of wholeness, and healing and health are truly words that we speak and express for all those that are embracing that concept right here, right now. We know that we let go of the unrealness of life and know that this physical form we now recognize is the form of the divine. And know that every cell knows exactly what to do, and every organ is functioning in perfect order. There's harmony, and there's flow, and there's flexibility. There's a knowing and a greatness that says that this is the energy of the universe, and I know it, and I'm experiencing it, and I'm expressing it. I'm manifesting in everything and every thought. And as these words are going out into this universal presence of the law, we know it is doing it, not just for myself, because the oneness of life means that there is one of us, just one of us. And this oneness of life knows this wholeness. This oneness of life is experiencing greater awareness of it, manifesting as the divine form of perfection in every cell, every organ. There is the breath of life that is flowing with ease and grace, and the breath of life is letting go. And as we know that this time and this energy that we are we have reached for is now a present experience, we are recognizing that it is what is doing it. And I see and know that each and every person that is within the sound of my energy, of my awareness and my understanding, is experiencing life in a new light. And this light is one in which we can bless the ability to do and express and feel and address, to stand and walk and see and embrace being alive in all forms and all fashion. And we recognize and understand that this awareness is taking us into a greater experience of not only communicating, but perceiving and understanding the presence in us, and as our physical form, and as the one that we have perceived before us, and knowing that each and every form is God in expression. So it's this moment I take and embrace this idea that each person that has looked forward to the idea of being healthy and whole, those that are in my awareness and in my consciousness, those that have been given to me in name and thought, I know right here, right now, that God is blessing each one and is blessing them with the health of life. And I know that I am able to stand in the spirit of life right here, right now, as I am, declare this truth and know that it is the divine within them that is doing the work, and I let it go and let it be done. Because I have recognized it and embraced the idea of knowing that presence. Just knowing that presence is what is needed, and that knowing that presence is done right here, right now, and knowing that everybody is spirit in expression. So health and wholeness, wealth, abundance of energy, clarity of consciousness, a whole and complete mind, whatever we need to experience or repeat or express is already so. So as we let this wondrous idea this divine knowingness that is the love of the universe, guiding, directing, lifting, nurturing, and blessing. We allow it to do that which needs to be done. For these realizations to be a living experience right here, right now. Because we have recognized and embraced the truth. And we know it's already so. We can allow this to be so. We're willing to let it be so. And we welcome everything in this environment to support this in manifesting. So it is fully supported, it is fully blessed. And there is such a tremendous love that is flowing forth from our hearts, that it brings forth an awareness of peace in totality, right here and right now. The knowingness of I am that I am is really an awareness that is fully taking hold of our country, our society, our world, and our whole being. It is done so. And we are walking in peace, walking in love, and walking in harmony. And how it manifests, we let it be according to the beauty of the individualized manifestation of spirit itself. And the millions of ways it can say yes to life. The greatness of it is revealing itself in this moment. And all this we say yes to. And we joyfully say, so it is, and so be it. And thank you for allowing us to know this, for allowing us to understand and appreciate this, for allowing us to be aware of this. And thank you for joining me in knowing this truth. So, once again, I've been given a divine opportunity for your company, to have your company, to experience this flow of spirit. And know that as we go forth from this experience, all is good. Truly, all is good. And we here at the Center for Spiritual Living in Granada Hills appreciate your support. And know that you can join us on Sundays at 10:30, Facebook and YouTube. With Reverend Mike He would be doing the service Sunday. And join us again next Wednesday as we continue to share and to live from a place of understanding, knowing that peace and love and joy and each and every spiritual pathway. And we welcome all people of all spiritual pathways to join us in knowing these truths together. You can also check Reverend Mike out at 12 noon on Facebook when he does our reset for midday. And I thank you all for joining me, and I think that Reverend, Mike Collin, who is the sound person is doing this service with me, has put up the address of where we accept your support, and also know that the website I want to say thank you. And good night.